So an inquiry is basically to state for the record all the things that have been learned in the House of Representatives about the Biden family finances. It's not to accuse, it's not to level charges, it's informational. All right? So Republicans obviously believe that President Biden, as vice president, enabled his family to accumulate millions of dollars, and Democrats don't care. All right? So when the hearing took place today in the morning, it began at 10 a.m., at the Oversight Committee, James Comer chairman, the Republicans are trying to portray Biden as a crook, and the Democrats are saying, no, he's totally innocent, and this is a witch hunt or whatever. Love the witch hunt word because that goes right into killing the witches. Now, most of this hearing stuff is so boring, you just can't possibly pay attention to it. But there were a few things that you should know about. First of all, Jonathan Turley is a constitutional attorney. He's an expert. Teaches at George Washington University. About 10 years ago, I kind of discovered him. And I put him on The Factor, and now he is a mainstay at Fox News. Very bright man. And they brought him in to testify today or to answer questions. Roll the soundbite.
Can a benefit to your family be a benefit to you?
It is. There's been repeated statements that you need to show that President Biden accepted direct money in order for this to constitute a benefit, even under criminal cases that deal with bribery, extortion, the Hobbs Act. The courts actually have rejected that. They've said that money going to family members is, in fact, a benefit. And I don't really see any legal basis for that. Obviously, the strongest case is if you have a direct payment. But this idea that you can have millions going to a politician's family and that's not a benefit, I think is pretty fallacious.
Now, after that, Turley said that there is not enough evidence against President Biden, in his opinion, to bring impeachment charges. All right, high crimes and misdemeanors. So I thought that was a pretty fair analysis. I agree with Turley that impeaching Joe Biden now is premature. You can say, well, Pelosi this and Trump that, and the two impeachments were ridiculous. And they were. You're right. Absolutely right. Neither of those impeachments should have happened. And they were purely political plays. And that's continued on in the criminal arena. I mean, these cases, most of them are very, very flimsy. Should never have been brought. But we, fair-minded Americans, have a mandate to elevate ourselves above the corrupt people. In my opinion, this Biden family finance stuff is going to ruin Joe Biden. That's an opinion based upon what I've seen so far. And it's not just the gratuity and the money, not just that. It's the Justice Department failure to investigate any of this. Remember, the House committees are investigating, not the FBI, not Merrick Garland. They're not doing bupkis on it. IRS whistleblowers came forth. That was good because the American people have a right to know what happened. But if you combine all the money that the Biden family derived for doing nothing, all of the assistance Joe Biden gave his son and brother by getting on the phone, having dinner, whatever it may be, and the subsequent cover-up by the Justice Department FBI, when you combine it all, it's going to bring Biden down. Almost has to. Because there's going to be more and more and more and more and more, right up to Election Day 24, if he's the candidate, which I don't believe he will be, as I've stated. So this is just the start of what is a catastrophe for Joe Biden. And I said that in the summer. Remember I said it? I said it's not going to be a good autumn for the President of the United States, and it's going to get worse. Okay, that's the memo.